last one for goddess episode, yeah, is Circe.
Circe, goddess of lower forms of magic.
That's right. So Circe or Circe, you know, depends who pronounces it and how they want to, in which mythology, right? Because there's Greek and Roman mythology. So she is the goddess that in the Odyssey turns Odysseus' companions into pigs because she could. And she wanted, she lives in a beautiful island in Greece, which is, you know, a nice place to have, right? And she's attended by these beautiful nymphs, you know, who serve her, a little bit like Artemis, except that she is very sensual. She likes to have fun, unlike Artemis. And, you know, and she will use any way of getting this fun, you know. So when Odysseus arrived from his, you know, tired from his journey with his companions after the conquered Troy, and somewhere on the way, you know, they happened to stop on this beautiful Greek island. She decided, she saw this man coming and she said, oh, I like Odysseus, you know, he's a handsome man and he's a leader, but I really do not care about these other guys. So, oops, you know, turn them into pigs and put them in a hovel with her own pigs, right? So like, because, you know, they can be on the way. And then Odysseus comes and she seduces him, but he's also kind of in awe of her because he says, Goddess Circe, what can I do so you can, you know, bring my man back? And she says, well, let me think, right? And she says, okay, I think you should sleep with me for a year. You should serve me and please me for a year. I will take a good care of you. And, you know, you have everything you want. And, you know, and she bathes him, you know, she treats him well, but he's like a toy boy, right? This is his toy boy. And then she said, and if I'm pleased, you can get your man back. And this is what happened. And after a year or so, Odysseus says, okay, you know, the time has passed. We had fun. And are you willing to bring my man back to human form? And then she said, she thought about it and she says, yeah, I'm pleased with you, right? With your performance. You can have your man back, right? So she turns them back into a human form. But very often, so this is in Odyssey, she's associated with lower magic. So she basically gets what she wants by playing with natural elements. So this is the kind of what is called lower magic, which means you have to take away something from someone so you can get it, for example, or you have to manipulate natural elements and then you get what you want. So this is what Circe really was.
Yes. Manipulate the elements.
Manipulate, yeah. Manipulate.
Oh yeah, wait till you, actually there's going to be a very clear confirmation about this, right?
Oh yes. Excuse me. She incarnated at the frequency of 30.
Wow.
Was born at the frequency of 30 and vibrated at the frequency of 30 as well. Yes, which is the level of disgrace. Viewed health at 30, finances 20, that is the level of humiliation, of destruction. Creativity 20, relationships 30, personal growth 30, philanthropy 30, intuition 100. And with an intuition, we have clairaudience at 100, clairsentience 50, clairvoyance 100, and claircognizance 100. Under the intelligence aspect, we have IQ at 200, EQ 30, SQ 500, AQ 20. Indie Joy, take a guess.
100%?
Yes.
She's like, the joke is on you, I'm having fun.
I love that. Yeah.
Indie Ego, 100%. And 100% of that was the superior version of the ego.
Full-blown narcissist.
In the now, she was fully present 100% of the time. Integrity, 100%. Integrity to self, 100%. So fully loyal to her truth.
Yes.
But integrity to others, a whole nother story. 6%.
Oh.
That makes sense.
So funny, actually.
Right?
I'll give you, go and be a pig, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
She probably just buried them somewhere and brought some pigs and said that those were his men, you know?
Could be.
Right. Self-awareness, 100%. Clarity, 100%. Alignment with divine purpose and personal purpose, 100%. Compassion, 36%. Empathy, 56%. Energy purity, 100%. So she was embodying the level of 30.
That's the goddess of underworld.
Disgrace to the fullest. And of course, at that level, I don't think she was experiencing anything higher than the first dimension, you know?
Yes.
Maybe the second peaking, but that was it.
So that exactly confirms, but again, she had the charisma because Odysseus, who was, very shrewd man, even he was, and she did these awful things to his man, even he was in awe of her,
right.
Wow.
He was lured in by her.
The SQ.
Wow, you're goddess, all right? But so like other Greek goddesses and gods, because it goes for both, I always thought about them like spoiled celebrities. They had all the powers, they had all the beauties, but they actually had very little to contribute because they could, but it didn't come to their minds that maybe we should help someone, or maybe just playing the game and enjoying the game of being.
Some of them just came for very selfish purposes,
Yes, that's right. Just selfish and trying to have some fun. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Like the rest of humanity.
Well, not at that level, but yeah. But it's an invitation, I would say, for humanity to have more fun.
Yes.
Yes. Maybe it was their role, it's just, don't be so serious, right? Like enjoy this embodiment, right?
Yes.
So maybe that was their role.
Yes. I said the rest of humanity, just to clarify, we're going to post this, go public. I meant as of experiencing life at different degrees, and based on the role they were here to play. So, like you said, let's not take life so seriously,
That's right. That's right. So it could be, maybe it was the divine play in a way, right? Maybe it was the divine play. But what is really interesting from all of these readings for me, that it really confirms what mythologists said, and sometimes when mythologists were kind of shady or contradictory, it kind of clarified this for me as well, right? Because some goddesses like Isis, it was not clear, good or bad. Sometimes Sophia got a bad rap, because of her fall, when I think let's focus what happened after the fall, you're right, like that, and so on. And Kali, it's interesting that she's liked so much by a particular generation of women, and which embodies this fury and the need for change, right? So it's really wonderful. I think your technology is really wonderful, the readings, because they go deeper to what, or maybe they confirm in many ways what mythology said, or they clarify certain things. So I'm really grateful. Thank you.
That's wonderful.
It's wonderful. You're so welcome, and thank you. This is so much fun.
Yeah, it's fun, isn't it?